Hey, welcome back. This is Lonnie Bee Presents Street Tales, Part 1, Chapter 5, Pain and Prescription. So there's this young, beautiful, newlywed young couple, Jackie and Bernard, who just moved into their brand new house in Silver Spring, Maryland. They just pulled up to the front door of their new house with the movers 2 blocks behind them. They get to the house and they meet the landlord to receive the keys to unlock the doors to their brand new journey. Before leaving, the landlord expressed to them to take care of this house because it holds special memories. Jackie looked at Bernard and Bernard smiled and looked at the landlord and said, "Well, of course we will." The landlord smiled back and said congratulations while walking away. Bernard unlocked the doors, pushed it open, walked in with holding his wife in hand, and they smiled as they begin their journey. See, Jackie and Bernard are extremely excited because they have accomplished something that was on their list of goals: buying their first house together. Now, on this day, the movers are coming in, bringing in all their goods, their boxes, their dishes, their forks, and their furniture. And of course, pictures, pillows, beds, and dressers. With everything in the house but everything unpacked, Jackie and Bernard decide to roam around the house to admire their beautiful house without the realtor directing them around the house. This time they're doing it on their own by themselves. They go to the front yard, the backyard, the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, the upstairs, the basement, and the attic. Now, while they was in the attic, there's a closet that's in the attic that they can't seem to open. They twist, they turn, they pull, they yank, and it would not budge. They kicked, they beat, they even used the hanger to try to open the lock, but it would not budge. Bernard turns to Jackie and say, "Babe, that's weird. Why won't this door open?" So Jackie gently pushed Bernard out the way, get down on one knee, take her eye and put it close to the keyhole to see what's inside. She closed her left eye and squint her right eye to see if she can get a closer look. But she see nothing, because everything's dark. Bernard then tapped her on her shoulder. "It's okay, baby, get up. We're going to get this door open." And they went downstairs. Now, with 4 weeks of being in this house, Jackie decides to get up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. to be exact, to go use the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, and now she decided after she finished, she's a little thirsty, so she go downstairs to the kitchen to get her something to drink. She walk out the hallway, she go down the stairs, she turns from the front door all the way to the back to go to the kitchen, and as she get to the kitchen to turn on her light, she see a silhouette of someone looking through the kitchen window. Jackie screamed, call for Bernard as she's running back to the stairs. She goes up the stairs, she run down the hallway to the bedroom, push the bedroom open. Bernard is already up and out of the bed. "What's going on?" Jackie says, "Someone is downstairs looking through the kitchen window, babe." Bernard replied, "What?" So he runs to the closet, grab a steel bat that he got. It's gray and it's heavy and metal. So he runs out the door, runs down the hallway, runs down the stairs, runs towards the kitchen. Look around, and no one's there. He then tiptoed to the back door. Now, mind you, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. So he looking through the blinds, turned on a light switch that lights up the backyard, and no one's there. So Jackie looked at Bernard and said, "Baby, do you see anything?" Bernard said, "No. It's gonna be okay, baby. I don't think nothing was down here." She said, "Baby, I seen something." Bernard looked at Jackie and said, "Whatever you seen, we'll be ready if it comes back." So Jackie and Bernard made sure the house was locked up tight, and they went back to bed. Now, the very next day on a Monday morning, as Jackie and Bernard prepared for the workday, him heading to work as an electrician while Jackie stay home doing telemarketing. Now, as the day go by, real smooth, calm, and relaxed. The time now is 1 p.m. and Jackie's going to take a lunch break as she log off her laptop. So she decided to go downstairs to the kitchen and fix herself a sandwich for lunch. As she's walking down the stairs and she reached the middle of the stairs, she sees someone standing in her living room with an all-black outfit on and a hood and a mask. Jackie immediately screamed, "What the fuck?" And she turned around and run up the stairs. She goes to her room, shut the room door, lock it, and take the dresser and push it back in front of the door. Run towards her desk, which is her workstation, grab her cell phone and dial 911. The operator picks up the phone. 911, what's your emergency? Jackie is screaming, "Somebody's in my house." They say, "What's your address?" "I live in Silver Spring. I just moved here. I don't really know my address." So the operator is typing her location in while still asking her questions. "Is the intruder still in your house?" "I don't know. They was downstairs in the living room." "Are you in a safe location?" "I'm in my bedroom and I put the dresser beside the door. Please send somebody immediately." So as she's in the bedroom on the phone with the operator with 3 windows, 2 windows facing the front of the house and 1 facing the back. The back window is slightly lifted and there's 3 hard banging sounds coming from the backyard. Boom, boom, boom. She runs to the window to take a peek, and she see that same person that was standing in the living room with the all black on in the hood, open and closing the door 3 times, looked up at the window, goes into the shed, and closed the door behind them. Now she's telling the operator on the phone, he just went in the shed. Hurry, hurry. Moments later, she hear coming from the downstairs area, this is the police. Identify yourself. While still on the phone with the operator, the police is here. The operator replies, yeah, that's them. Let them know that you're in the room and let me know when you're safe. She screams while holding the phone, I'm in here. I'm upstairs. I'm in my room. They come to the door trying to push the door open. Man, we can't get in. She says, hold on, let me move the dresser. She runs to the dresser, push the dresser out the way. She opened the door and there's the police. The operator replies, the officers are there. They'll handle it from here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Click. She screams to the police, there was a man in my living room with all black on in the hood and a mask. He just went in the shed out back. He's in there now. There's 2 officers on the scene. Big, 6 foot, big shoulders. One is Caucasian and one is African American. They draw their guns and run downstairs, running past the living room, through the kitchen, in the backyard, and towards the shed. The police with their guns aiming towards the shed. They scream out loud in deep aggression. This is the police! Come out with your hands up! Not a sound, not a movement. So they said it again. This is the police! Come out with your hands up! So with the officers standing side by side, one of the officers looked at the other officer, gave the other officer the signal to move forward. They move forward slowly, gently. They get close enough to the door so they can grab the knob. So the officer closer to the door, the African-American officer, he slowly removed his left hand from his gun, reaching for the knob of the door. He twists the knob of the door, yank it open, freeze! There's no one there, but there's a body on the floor. So the Caucasian officer says, cover me, as he goes in. He creeps in. He looked to the right. He looked to the left. He see no one. He moves in close. He kicks the body on the floor. He see no movement. He slowly kneels down, take 2 fingers and put it on the neck of the body, and he feel no pulse. He yelled to his partner, we got a body. His partner came in and they made sure the room was secure, and they called for paramedics. Now, bitch, this is a crime scene. Now, Jackie's in the house on the phone with Bernard, shaking, filling him in on what just went down. Now, minutes later, they got the tape out back, they got the meat truck out front, and Jackie in the living room, she just rocking back and forth like Miss Sophia from The Color Purple. Bernard left work, now he's home sitting next to Jackie trying to comfort her. Then all of a sudden, this guy shows up in the living room with a navy blue suit on and a button-up white shirt that was halfway open with some black, shiny Stacey Adams shoes. He reaches his hands out, he say, hi, nice to meet you, Detective James. And I just want to ask you a couple of questions. He pulled out a notepad and a pen. Can you tell me what happened from the beginning? I came down here on my lunch break because I do telemarketing. When I came down on my lunch break, somebody was standing in my living room. So I ran upstairs, I shut the door, I put the dresser in front of the door so they wouldn't get me, and then I called the police. The police came, but before the police came, I heard a bang, bang, bang in the backyard. I looked out the window, and the person was opening and closing the door 3 times. And then they just went in the shed. Police asked, and then what happened after that? Then the police showed up. And then they went down there and then they found the body. So the detective asked, so you never had an encounter with the body? You didn't stab, shot, strangle, nothing? No, I was in my room waiting for you guys to come. I was scared for my life. So the detective continued by saying, so the body in the shed is an African-American man, but they don't have on all black. So Jackie looked at the detective with some puppy eyes and go, really? And the detective looked at Jackie and said, really? So the detective then pulled out his phone and showed Jackie and Bernard the body and asked, are you familiar with this person? Jackie said, no. Bernard said, no, we don't know him. So the detective continued by saying, so according to the examination, that person been dead in that shed for about 3 days. How long have you guys been living here? Jackie replied by saying, it haven't even been a month. We just moved in this house. The detective asked, are you homeowners or you renting? Jackie and Bernard said together like a choir, we're renting. The detective then said, do you have a way of getting in contact with the landlord? Jackie said, sure. I have his number right here, and dialed the landlord. So Jackie explained to the landlord what was going on. The landlord got there less than 30 minutes. The landlord came through the door breathing real hard, approached Jackie and Bernard and the detective in the living room. The detective immediately stood up, reached his hand out and said, hey, I'm Detective James. The landlord replied back and said, hey, I'm Kenny Smith.